This is a LED magic color floor lamp. It's 125 centimeters tall when fully built. So I was sent this to review for free. They haven't paid me for my review, and my opinions remain my own. If you wanted to buy this guy, it would cost you about $40. Okay, so in the box, we have a pretty weighty base. We have a USB-A connector for power supply here, and this is the base of the lamp. And it has a connector up here, which will plug into each of these other two sections. It appears you can buy this with 1, 2, 3, or 4 of these pieces. This particular 125 centimeter comes with 3 of the pieces. And so there is a cover over this screw here, and they basically say you should screw this base down to that one there. In case you're wondering, this threading is pretty non-standard. It's not 1/4 by 20, it's not 3/8, so it's not going to match up with any other professional photography equipment. And then after you screw the bottom base down, you take each of these guys, and this one here with the cap goes on the top first, and then this guy here is the middle piece. And you just have to push this in to get it to go past the opening here, and everything will line up and supposedly plug together for you. So that snapped into place there. And that snapped into place there. They said there might be some twisting and bending needed to get things to line up, but they lined up pretty well for me here. Now, they do not include a USB to AC adapter, so this is a 5-volt, 2-amp supply needed, and so either you'll need to power this with something like plugging it into a computer, or providing your own AC adapter, or using a USB kind of power supply like a battery-powered power supply for this. So if you want to control it with the app, you download the app with the QR code, and then you select the Duo Co String X on the app to select this particular light. Or you can use the remote control here. It has just a little piece of plastic you pull out to activate it so the battery is active. Alright, I plugged it in. When I first turned it on, it was white. Now, if you lose the remote control, there are a few buttons here, so you can turn it off and turn it on. You can push the music button, which means it reacts to the sounds that it hears. And then there's a mode button, and the mode button just switches between a lot of different ambient lighting modes. And I've pushed this mode button a whole bunch of times, and I have not been able to get it back to a solid white. So if you just want a solid white, I could not figure a way to get it back to just solid white with this control here. The only way I found to do that is to push the W or white button on the remote control. Now, the remote control has all kinds of things. You can, set it to very specific colors. There's, you can adjust the blue, you can adjust the green, you can adjust the red, you can do the speed plus minus. There's different patterns. There's auto. There's all kinds of things you can do with the remote control. And then they have the phone app. So this is not a lamp for really making light. I mean, it might make enough light to act as a night light, but it's really designed to be kind of an ambient, cool-looking color enhancement. And so the idea is you point it into the corner, and then the light is reflected back from the corner. So it helps if you have a white corner. You can see I have a black wall and a kind of a very light gray wall. And the reflections from those are different. And so, with the remote control, you can change it around. You can say, okay, well, I just want to do the white. Or you can, change to different patterns and so forth. And you can set some solid colors as well. So here's the blue. I'm going to adjust the blue down. I'm going to do red, and I'm going to adjust the red up so you can kind of add in different colors as you go through here. All right, the Duco Strip X app is the one that the QR code in the manual links to. All right, so when you open up the app, it pops open a control like this. It looks like we probably have to find, connect to, and determine relative position of nearby devices. Oh, it apparently detected the device automatically. All right, so this guy just detected the device automatically, and you can, pick a particular color. I find that the app color picker works a lot easier than the remote control for picking particular colors. You can have some preset colors you go to, classic colors. There's, you can set it to music mode where it will work with the phone app as opposed to the built-in microphone on the little control box. They have a whole bunch of different named things like, the GY gradual, which is, I believe, the green and yellow gradual here. And so you can try the different modes. Looks like there's 47 different modes here. And you can adjust the speed of the modes to go slow or fast. All right, so just sitting here idle, the power draw is like 1/3 of a watt. It's, pretty minimal power draw just sitting there idle. Now when you turn it on, maybe set it to white mode at full brightness, our total power draw here is 6.6 watts, so it's 1.3 amps. We can try some different colors and see if any of those do more. It looks like 6.3 is kind of the highest draw I've seen. I'm going to do some modes here. Yeah, it looks like all the modes are using a little less than 6.3 watts. So it looks like this particular height, the 125 centimeter height, 1.2, 1.5 amp supply is all you really need for even the max power. All right, so this guy is not really a lamp, it's more of an accent light. I don't like the fact that they did not really prominently disclose that you would have to provide your own AC adapter. It's not designed as a kind of a computer accessory. It's, marketed and shown as kind of a corner lamp in the corner of your room. And so I think they should say, pretty obvious in the copy that, hey, you're going to have to provide your own USB power supply to power this thing. So price-wise, it's not bad for what you're getting. I think it's in the reasonable price range, especially that it has, obviously the Bluetooth connectivity with the app, and they have the QR code for the app on the back here, in addition to the remote control.